welcome to CGTN's social media platform. Very exciting place. We're in Art Jakarta 2018, and it's a very special day because it's the 10th anniversary of Art Jakarta 2018. I'm joined by Gil Schneider. He is the fair consultant of Art Jakarta 2018. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Let's walk through this fair and we can show our audience some of the work that's on display here and talk a little bit about the art scene, art scene and upcoming artists and so on and so forth.
Right.
So first, before we start, can you tell us why this 10th anniversary of Art Jakarta 2018 is so special? What is different this year compared to the years before?
Yes, Art Jakarta started as Bazaar Art Jakarta in 2009. So this is the 10th edition of the fair. And there's a huge change in the art market, in the art scene in Indonesia in the last 10 years, but also in Southeast Asia in general. So for us it is a celebration, first of all, of our success, that we continuously held this event for the last 10 years. And also an event to celebrate Indonesian art, because we are the only and the biggest art fair in the country, and we have many collectors and art lovers from the region to come to this event to see what is happening in Indonesia.
Yeah, and also we know that for the 10th anniversary, we have 10 for 10, which is like 10 artworks for the 10th anniversary. So you want to talk to us just in general about the artworks?
So in this section of the fair, we have invited 10 artists, 10 Indonesian artists, to show their installations. So to say that each installation represents 1 year of our editions. And you have very famous artists here on display in showing different artworks, different media. You have sculptures, you have paintings, you have mixed media installations, which show the diversity of contemporary art in Indonesia.
Yeah, and what has been the turnout this year? I'm actually seeing a lot of young people here as well, young visitors, I can say maybe teenagers even. So how do you think the art scene have changed in that manner? Are we seeing a lot more young visitors and young artists?
Yes, collecting art was something for people who came with an academic approach to it in the past. But now art is a fun thing. Yeah. It is a lifestyle. It's very comparable to fashion. Yeah. So it involves the entire family. And you see here children, you see families. They also decide themselves what artwork goes into the living room, so to say. Yeah. And it is an event for a very broad spectrum of society.
Yeah, and what are some of the things you think visitors are looking for nowadays when it comes to art as opposed to before? How has art changed? Has it become, like I'm seeing a lot of colors here, has it always been like that?
Yes, art is a very, very broad matter, and you have different materials, you have artists with different backgrounds, so there's something for everybody to enjoy and to contemplate, and people come here to discover, and they have a wide choice of artworks, of artists coming from different countries, mainly Indonesia but also from overseas, and to get inspired. And also we have artists who come here to see what their colleagues are doing. We have curators, museum directors who come here to see what is happening. And it is a very fun thing.
Yeah, for everyone.
For everyone, yes.
Yeah. And you mentioned also that there are some international artists here as well. So from which countries are we seeing their work here in Art Jakarta? Can you name some of the countries where the artists are from?
The main stock of artists shown in this fair is, of course, Indonesian. Yeah. We are a national fair. and also from the region.
Yeah.
And the region meaning Southeast Asia.
Nice.
But we also have artists from Japan. We have Fernando Botero from Colombia.
Yeah.
We have Singaporean artists, Chinese artists, Korean artists.
Yeah.
And the galleries are also from a host of countries.
Yeah. And what is, because I mean you classify this as an art fair, but can you tell us what are some of the differences between an art fair or like from an art exhibition?
An art exhibition is usually a themed show, which has been organized by a curator.
Yeah.
It can involve a single artist or it can involve a host of artists. An art fair, the setup is different. This is a commercial event, and the organizer sells booths to galleries, and the galleries exhibit their artworks, which are for sale.
Yeah. So do people come here with the mindset that they want to collect stuff or sell stuff, or are we seeing more people that just want to see the work that's being showcased here?
You mean the...
Can we buy stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say everything here is on sale.
Okay.
The main objective of galleries coming to a fair is to sell the artworks.
Their artwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some come also to brand themselves, brand the artists, but the overwhelming majority are here for a commercial reason.
Yeah. And we also know that there are many artists, Indonesian artists, that are in their early 20s and they're already showcasing their work. Would you say that this was rare before?
It was rare because there was no window for them to show their art.
Okay.
But now there's a huge interest in young artists. And we have a special section here which has been supported by the Indonesian Agency for the Creative Industries, Bekraf, which shows exclusively young artists. In Indonesia, we have a very large number of young artists.
That's good.
Students who go to the academies to study art.
Yeah.
And so we have an adequate output.
Yeah. So has this increased in the past few years?
Being an artist is something which is socially acceptable. And artists nowadays have the opportunity to show their works also through the social media, the digital age, which did not exist like 15, 20 years ago.
So they have platforms now, and it's easier for them to access, like to have access to their audiences.
Yes, what is happening today in Bandung or Jakarta, two of the major centers in Indonesia, can be accessed at the click of a button, as the saying goes, all over the world. And the community is also interacting.
Yeah, and we know that this is the last day for Art Jakarta 2018.
Yes.
So how has the turnout been this year? Like, what has been the feedback compared to the other years?
The art market this year is quite strong.
Yeah.
It is a very an economy which is very sensitive to economic downturns, because people only buy art if they can afford it. It's a luxury item.
Yeah.
So this year the economy is strong. People buy art. We are very happy with the results.
I think also with the rise of the middle class, I guess more people are interested.
Yes. We are in an emerging economy here. The middle class, the number of members of the middle class is rising, which means they have the income and the means to purchase art.
Yeah, and we were just talking about how art is, there are so many forms of art. Like, it doesn't have to be paintings. Like, there are so many forms of art. And I think that a lot of the young people, and also like we mentioned before with the rising middle class, and I think lifestyle and art is just a trend now.
Correct,
and
yes.
people are more open to, letting their art be shown, and they're not ashamed of it or anything.
Quite to the
express
contrary.
Their feelings.
Yes,
That's
quite to the
what
contrary.
I
Art has become also a means of a status symbol to express one's status in society. So it's almost like having a branded car or a branded bag.
Yeah.
You would have a branded artist in your home.
Yeah.
Also to impress your peers.
Yeah.
And this is a trend which is also global, not only in Indonesia.
Yeah, and I think everywhere around the world, like art exhibitions and fairs are becoming are basically changing from closed private events to a more open event for public. I mean, we had Museum Macan that just opened, the contemporary art museum. And a lot of people that I think were not interested in art are now becoming interested because they see this new forum where they can express their feelings.
Correct.
So it's a very useful platform.
Indeed.
Yeah. We're just going to show our audiences some of the work that are on display here so you can enjoy some of the artworks that are being showcased. We're just going to give our audience some time to soak in the beauty of the art here. But thank you so much, Gil, for joining us and for talking to us about the art scene in Indonesia. It's very refreshing to see that a lot of young people are now not afraid to express their feelings through art.
Yes.
And we hope that it gets even better and bigger in the future.
Yes, it's...
Do you know what are the plans for Art Jakarta 2019? Not yet.
Not yet. We will start planning the next edition in September.
Okay.
It takes about 10 months to plan such an event.
Yeah, all right. So your hard work is definitely being recognized.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.